Welcome back, Shine Sister, to our YouTube channel. Click on the button below to subscribe and click on the bell to receive notifications when new content is available. My name is Ann Tabor and I am with Shine. We are a mother-in-law and daughter-in-law team brought to you with joy and creating lifestyle in your family, your home, and your work environment. We are all about giving you tips and strategies on how to create color and a surrounding that is going to bring you joy. If you can find joy in the simple things in your life, you will find ways to create that state of being that will give you the meaning that you're looking for in your life. We can't always be happy. We will not always have days that give us all kinds of wonderful excitement that happens. Sometimes the excitement that goes on is not so good and it's more of a stress. So one of the most important things you can do to create a joyful environment and to create a lifestyle setting for your home is to give yourself a family room that looks lived in, but it has some great meaning to it. When you create an environment in your home that is full of joy and happiness and comfort, you are creating an environment that's inviting for yourself and your kids and people that would come and visit. When you do any entertaining, it's important to create an environment that you feel happy about. So one of the most difficult things that we can do is find ways to keep color inviting in our house, but not to feel like we have to have all these colorful walls everywhere. You'll notice this particular family room is painted with a backdrop of gray. It's one of my favorite colors, Mindful Gray by Sherwin-Williams, and I've just chosen to use other ways to accessorize with colors. In this little vignette, you'll notice there is a navy blue recliner chair. You'll see the little pop of yellow with the pillow, and you'll see some red and coral and some rainbow color with the coffee table with a stack of books. When you add that nice primary colors without being the actual shade and tone and hue of the primary color, it really anchors that corner together very nicely with the blue, the red, and the yellow. Find ways you can stack your books to create a nice little area that is visual and pleasing, and if you can find some spines of different colors that you really enjoy, have that in your bookcase. Find bookcases to where you can actually do the rainbow. You can do all the reds, the oranges, the yellows, the blues, the greens. And you can also go and buy books at a dollar store or buy books at half-price books or some place that has the secondhand books, and you can wrap the outside of the books in craft paper and maybe put some twine around them. Maybe you can wrap them in some wrapping paper with some extra colors, but find a way to visually create extra color in your living space. One of the other things I love to do too in a decorating sense is to create little vignette areas in the home. So in this circumstance, you'll see this is an entryway. The door opens directly into the living room, which is kind of an awkward feeling because not only do you not have a tile space to take dirty shoes off, you don't really have a closed off area for putting coats or for putting shoes. So instead of opening the door to chaos, why don't you instead open the door to that very nice inviting ottoman to where you can sit down, you've got the nice pillows, you have the mirror so that people that are coming in and leaving will be able to check themselves, check for anything spinach between the teeth before they leave the house. Find ways you can add color and little pops in your room when you have a neutral background like your gray walls. Another way that you can add some fun visual interest into your living room is to create different pillows, different throws, different textures. You can use the tweed, you can use the faux fur. How about some stripes or polka dots or maybe even just an embroidered pillow? Pillows are a great way to inexpensively change out your color. Some people will have a neutral couch that would be like a gray, a brown, a black, a white couch. It could be a leather couch or a suede couch, but the best way to add some extra pop and fun into that room is by switching out the pillows. If you have pillows that are more of seasonal, you can just change those out to something that will be the fall, the spring, the holidays. It's just a great way to add color and visual interest without spending a lot of extra money. So these are just some tips to add some lifestyle into your living room and add a place that's inviting and warm and encourages friends and family to come over. And you know what? This is also, I said the kitchen is the heart of the home, but I also believe that the family room is where a lot of important things need to happen. One tip that I would like to leave before we finish today is when you're talking about something that is a little bit more conflict, a habit that a lot of people have, a lot of families, we had to get out of this habit ourselves. A lot of families will talk about conflict around the dinner table. They'll talk about grades, they'll talk about projects, they'll talk about things that maybe aren't the most positive in light during the dinner time. And one of the things I've instituted in my family is the importance of no negative talk at the dinner table. Okay, for one, I've spent a lot of time making that dinner. I've tried to create an ambiance and a mood that is inviting and the yummy food that's there. And the last thing I want is to talk about, why are you failing math? I don't want to talk about that. I don't want to talk about a bill. I don't want to talk about things that are going to bring me down, because number one, it really takes away from the importance of family time with meals together, and it also creates a disruption in your digestion. When you are stressed out, when you eat, you don't have the opportunity to digest your food properly, so it's just really bad on your gut. So what I would recommend you do, since this is a video on how to create some lifestyle tips in your family room with color, I want you to use your living room as a space that you can kind of come into. It might be some conflict, but have family meetings. Use your family room for family meetings. Have something that's a weekly schedule. Have something that is quarterly scheduled. When you have that opportunity to actually speak to your children and find out what's going on in your life, what are some things that you're feeling challenges with right now in school? Are you feeling any challenges with any kids with social media bullying or with texting bullying? Is there something going on in your life? Use that space that's warm and inviting, and use it as a communication zone. This should be a space that you and your family can get together, and it's going to have some bad conversations sometimes, because you just have to. When you parent, you're going to have conversations that aren't always happy, but you need to create an environment that doesn't feel stale and sterile. So when you're working with your family and when you're going through situations, have an environment that you can feel proud of, have an environment that has color, textures, mirrors, some lighting, memorabilia with things of places you've traveled that you've really enjoyed, and use the family room as a place to have discussions and family meetings that are productive and loving and finding ways to bring joy into your family. Don't discuss strifeful things or stressful things over your dinner. That is reserved for family time and joy. So I'm Ann Tabor with Shine by Dot Design, where we help you find color in your clothing, your style, and your home environments to help you bring joy.